Hi there, boys and girls in Mrs. Jackson and Mrs. Boyce's class. Mr. Chip here in the Custer Student News Studio, and this video is just for your two classrooms exclusively. So this isn't being shared with everybody, but first off, I want to say this. I want to start off by saying thank you to both classrooms. Thank you to everyone that put in effort for this penny war, because what I understand is the money raised is going to help contribute to the Custer Student News team and the cast, and by purchasing a microphone, because I understand that some students have a harder time just being confident enough to have a louder voice while they're being recorded than others. And of course, as you hear Mr. Chip talk, I'm a pretty big loudmouth, so it's easy to hear me, but it's tough to hear other people. So we're hoping that this microphone will solve some of those issues. So anyway, both of your classrooms have participated in this penny war, and I have the results. So I want to be able to share those with you right now to find out just exactly which classroom came out the winner, okay? So what I have here is I have Mrs. Boyce's class, pennies and dollars. You guys raised in pennies and dollars, which contribute in a positive way, $14.31. That's really, really, really good job. Okay, but I understand any silver, such as dimes, nickels, or quarters, they count against your total. So in silver, you had $22.50, Mrs. Boyce. So again, you had $14.31 in dollars and pennies, but then in silver, you had $22.50, giving you a total of negative $8.19. Okay, all right. Now, Mrs. Jackson's class. Again, so you had, I even saw a $5 bill was donated, a $1 bill, some pennies, okay? Your pennies and dollar bill total was $21.48. But then again, you also had some nickels, dimes, and quarters in your jar. And that total, which counts against you, was a total of $27.50. So it was really, really close. So that means they also had a negative total, Mrs. Jackson's class did, of a negative $7.02. So, from what I understand, the person that raised the most money, or I should say the classroom that raised the most money, would be the winner in this case. And I believe that's Mrs. Jackson's class with negative $7.02 versus Mrs. Boyce's class, which had negative $8.19. So anyway, nobody's a loser here. Everybody's a winner, especially the Custer Student News. So thank you so very much to all of you students and staff that contributed to this. We appreciate you. We really, really appreciate the loyalty you have for Custer Student News, and that you're paying such close attention to what we're doing on the news. And I really, really, I can't, we put a lot of effort into it. We work really, really hard. It takes a lot of Mr. Chip's time to produce this, whether that's recording in the afternoon or putting it together in the morning. It takes up a lot of time. So I'm glad that you're enjoying it and glad that you're participating. Anyway, keep up the good work, Mrs. Boyce's class. Keep up the good work, Mrs. Jackson's class. Just take good care of each other and take good care of your teachers, okay? All right. Thank you very much. Back to you. Have a good day.